Fantastic, guys. Okay, take a couple deep breaths here. So the more we pull down strongly with my left, your right arm, right? The more we pull down strongly with the top arm, the market side, the deeper the twist. Beautiful, come back through center. So this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna straighten the market side arm. Okay, bring it overhead. So we're gonna have a twist in the swing. Thread your hands through. Bring your swing with you. So we're gonna go back. Yep. And then twist it overhead. Very good. So don't worry about the leg loops right now. They might flop around. I'm just gonna ignore them. Now we're gonna drop our heart, and if at any time this is too much for the shoulders, just make a little bit of an adjustment by bending the elbows. Okay, but if you can have straight arms, it's a big shoulder stretch, right? So again, from the tailbone to the crown of the head, you have a nice long line of energy. Just take a couple nice deep breaths here. Really good. And then we're going to press with our arms really strongly into the swing and lift. So inhale, lift, come up to stand. Use your arms, not your back. Exhale, drop down, nice and slow. Inhale, press and lift, come on up. So this is almost like the Pilates TRX version that we can do with the swing. Exhale, back down, nice and slow. Inhale, lift. Stretch through belly through the heart. Very good. Exhale, come down. Really nice. Last time we're going to inhale and lift. Use your arms. So this is setting us up for some of the flying poses where we're going to learn how to strengthen the underbelly of the arm to hold our weight so we can be fully extended in something like Superfly, which I'll show you at the end. But we want to get these muscles engaged so that we can move into some of the more challenging poses. And so I'm still going to do street side, okay? And so street side arm comes over the top, this side, street side arm, over the top, and then hook. So now we're in second side. There you go, good. And drop the market side arm. We're changing the whole revolution of left and right. Okay, so we're gonna twist and look towards the street side. Pull down strongly with that top elbow. And then bring out the spine. So from the tailbone to the crown of the head, you're gonna spin on axis. So the more you pull down with the top arm, bend your elbow a lot on the top part, there you go. And then look up towards the sky. Nice. So this is where I usually get my chiropractic adjustments for free too. It's amazing for the lower back when you create space in between the vertebrae and then twist. Feel really good. If there's any discomfort, just be nice and slow and easy about it.
Hips over the feet?
Yes, so wide straddle, forward fold the whole time. Really good. Nice, guys. Okay, so then we straighten the top arm, swing it overhead, and then clasp the hands, right? So no X this time. Now we bend the elbows and hang. So hips right over the ankles, and then just tiny little swagger from side to side with the hips. So not too much, just this micro movements that's gonna help with the stickiness that happens in the hip flexors. You guys feel that? So good. So we're not gonna do a whole lot with big movements because then we can open up the intrinsic muscles. The intrinsic muscles are the ones that are around the joints, and they tend to get overlooked because the big muscles are doing all the work. So these nice tiny movements will make a huge difference. And now we're going to do a few more arm strengthening again. So we're going to inhale from bent elbows, press, 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 and come to stand, and then straighten the arms when you get to the top. Exhale, come on back down, nice and slow. Pause and drop the heart at the bottom. Inhale, press, nice, straight, flat back. And then exhale, come on back down again. Now notice you could just use your back and do this, right? And this is like, okay, I'm not really doing much. But if you really drop your weight and you really use your arms, right, and your body weight is heavy, you're gonna feel what I call the underbelly of the arm. Okay, this whole connection to the pectorals, which is pretty much like sleepy on people, you know? So this is a really amazing exercise to do. And I'm just gonna show you guys what's gonna happen, not today, but sometime soon. We're gonna use our leg loops and come up into one of our acrobatic poses and then come into Superfly Snippet. So in Superfly, I have to really engage my arms, but there's no way you're gonna be able to pop up into that until you can use that underbelly of the arm to control. So I'm not using my back at all. I'm using pivot points and the strength of the muscles around the joints, so the intrinsic muscles instead of the big muscles. Okay, it's just fun to know why are we spending so much time on this, right? But this leads us right into our next series of forward folds. And for you, I want you to be really careful to get the swing nice and low on your legs. No pressure on your bladder in general. Your body will let you know immediately. You can always take a pee break or a water break or whatever else you need. Okay, so I'm still going to be facing this way, but I just want to show you real quick that the swing is going to come all the way down to the hips. So your arms are going to be straight. Okay? So I'm going to go this way. Face you guys. The swing with straight arms all the way down. You're going to have to really press, press, press. I can always bring the swing down if you need. And then try leaning forward. There you go. Oops. So if you can keep your feet down, the mats tend to get a little slippery sometimes. So we're going to keep the balls of our feet on the ground. So will you come up for me for 1 second, and we're going to bring the swing down for you. Lori, will you help her lower the swing? Just one on each side, okay? So everybody else is looking good, okay? So walk your feet back again. There you go. So we're in a forward fold, right? So feet are hip distance, and we're dropping all of our weight forward. So in a forward fold, the arms are relaxed. So the toes are touching, the heels are pulling down. So we're not in a down dog, we're in a forward fold. Okay, so how would you come to a forward fold from there? Drop your head and bend your elbows, right? There you go. Now reach back for your ankles, and let your upper body completely dangle. So let your upper body weight drape forward. Does that make sense? So you're really hanging from your hip flexors. There you go. Is that a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if it's too much pressure, you can always just lift one leg at a time and adjust it.
Yeah, it's not my pelvis. It's not up high.
Good. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Awesome, guys. So basic forward fold, right? So
I can't get my hands back.
okay, I want you to lean forward, keep your feet hip distance. Lean forward, bend your elbows a lot. Bend your elbows all the way. Bring your head towards the ground. Bend your elbows. Okay, keep your feet on the ground. Keep your feet on the ground. And then reach back for your ankles. There you go. All of your weight is draping forward. So good. So all your weight has to drape forward. I know it's going to be a little bit of trust, but you're going to let it go. There you go. Now reach back for your ankles from there. Yeah. Does that feel better? Even though it's a little bit of a trusty. You're like, yeah, it's just different. No, it's not better. So your legs are more in a down dog, and you want to walk your feet a little bit more forward. There you go. We're going to come into down dog next. You okay? Take your time with it. Gina, if you want a little bit more space, you can come up here. I don't know what happened to Catherine. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, if anybody needs a little bit of a change of scenery, there's another swing. But yeah, you guys are doing great. This looks really good. So from our forward fold, Kathy Ann, can you drape your weight forward a little bit more? Lean forward, towards me. So from here now, we're going to straighten our arms out in front of us and come into a down dog. Now notice that either your hands or your feet will be on the mat, but probably not both unless you're really tiny. And that's okay. You can just choose which one you like. And we're going to just go through, again, we're doing yoga translations, right? So something like a forward fold that is not everybody's favorites. It's like a lot of tightness in the hamstrings. You're just going to help, before we go into our down dog, just help the lower back open up a little bit. Take your hands to your sacrum and pull down towards the ground. So again, you're draping all of your weight forward and you're trusting the swing is going to hold you. Okay. Some of us trusting it more than others, but it's like a relationship. We'll get there. Okay. Maybe not today, but someday. Okay. Yeah, so feet are on the ground. We're not floating yet. We're just pulling down through the sacrum.
How do you stop yourself from floating if you keep making done?
Bring your feet forward. Just walk your feet forward.
Sliding. Yeah.
So you're in a forward fold, so your feet are underneath you. Yeah, there you go. And slip and slide is one of the tricks that we do. So that's just part of the deal sometimes. There you go. Good question. And then come into your down dog. So now your arms are straight out in front of you. You're in a V shape in the body. And for you guys that do down dogs normally, this is like having your favorite assistant pull your sit bones up towards the sky as you energetically pull your heels down, and then let your heart move towards your knees and your arms are straight. Okay? So we're really relaxed in the upper body, even though we normally want to have a nice strong foundation through the arms. So our hands are shoulder distance, a little bit wider with the hands, and walk your feet back, Brad. Not Brad, the other one.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh, you are Brad. Okay.
I'm Brad.
Thank you, Brad. So walk your feet back, Brad. There you go. So now we're in a nice V shape in the body. So the thing about doing down dog with the swing is it makes life so much easier, right? We're taking pressure off the joints. Shake out your head, let your neck be relaxed. Really good. So from here, so we're going to inhale. Let's raise the market side leg. So it's my left, your right. I can do that too, if that's helpful. My left, your right.
Upside down.
Yes, you can straighten your leg all the way. So leg is up. And now we're arching and looking towards the center of the room here. Beautiful. Exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest. And now inhale, extend that leg out again. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, squeeze it in. So it's called a cat's meow. So it's a down dog and a cat-cow got together. So we inhale and arch and open. And then we exhale, we round in and we squeeze. So one more time on this side. Inhale, open. Exhale, just let it land. Back in our down dog. Sway it out from side to side. Just slightly, gently. Let that feel good. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to do that on the second side. So we're going to inhale, street side. So it's my right, your left. That's helpful. And then pull the knee into the chest. Squeeze. Inhale, lift. Arch. Exhale, round in. Squeeze, use your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Very good. Inhale, lift last time. And then exhale, lower. So that's the cat's meow. These are some of my favorite exercises that I do to help to open up the front of the spine and get that arching. But then we're also rounding and let the body kind of cool down and engage the core. So sway it out a little bit more from side to side. A few more breaths. Now we're going to inhale and look forward and arch. So you're going to look up at me. So my left, your right. You're going to raise that foot up, bend the knee, and then you're going to hook on the outside in. Just try it. Outside. So see if you can identify the outside, and then you could kick. So the other way, Brad. Outside in. Yeah. Don't worry about the leg loop. Just try to chop that thing up as lower. No, all you need to do is pick up your bottom leg, and you can do it. Let's do this, and you can do it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, good.
Let's move it up small time.
Okay, so hook outside.
Oh, you mean not this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jill, just keep leaning forward. Raise
Okay,
the
touching
foot.
it.
Now raise the bottom leg a little bit and hook outside in. You just let yourself float outside, the outside of the swing. Yeah. You got it. All right. You guys good back here? And now we're going to do second side. Keep the knees bent a lot. Just hook outside in. I swear it's going to be worth it. Okay. Now we're in upside down dog. So we went from our down dog to our upside down dog. So instead of being in a handstand, press your chest back and down towards the ground, straight arms into an upside down dog. Keep the knees bent. Beautiful, guys. So you're relaxing the upper body down. You can bend the elbows if you need. So press back more, guys. Press your heart back. Bill, Kara, press back. Back is away from me. There you go. And breathe. Okay, so this is our first inversion. Good job, guys. So Gina, pull your knees down towards the mat more. Down. You can keep them wide, just pull them down towards the mat. Bend your knees more. Down, yes. Down is towards the mat, even if we're upside down. You can do bent elbows or straight arms, yeah. So when I bend the elbows, I call it a cobra. When I keep the arms straight, I call it an upside down dog. Beautiful, guys. Okay, so from here, we're gonna inhale and pull forward. Okay, so inhale, lift, arch and open, kind of like our cat's meow. And now we exhale and press back to our upside down dog. Just two more.